G'day, welcome to Weekly Wisdom. Again, another long email, so let's put this into a video, much easier to digest. Last week in Weekly Wisdom we asked, what kind of car are you? Are you a beautiful Mercedes-Benz? Are you a BMW X5? Are you a four-wheel drive Range Rover? Are you one of those luxury cars? Or are you a beat-up Datsun? Are you rusty? Do you not feel yourself? You've neglected your body, your health for a long period of time. You couldn't move it if you tried. Or are you somewhere in between? Some people said they were luxury cars, which is great. Some people said, honestly, they were really beat-up Datsuns. But most people said they were somewhere in the middle. We're here to tell you this week that at our very core, every single one of us is a luxury car. No matter how you feel, no matter how unhealthy you think you are, at your very core, you are a luxury car. We've got this amazing body functioning at 270 k's an hour from brain to body, 75 trillion cells. For the large part, you don't even have to think about it. But the 6 ingredients to a really healthy car, that's feeding it good fuel, giving it adequate oil and water, using it, resting it, cleaning it, and getting it serviced. We're better with our cars than we are with our bodies, but the same ingredients must be used with our bodies. So the email this week, Weekly Wisdom this week, is what is the most important ingredient of those 6? If you think of the recipe of health as these 6 core ingredients, what is the very first thing you put in the pan? They're all in equal amounts, they're all dependent on each other, they all need each other in order to, I suppose, synergize and create fabulous, outstanding, optimal health. But what is the very first ingredient you use? We could put fuel in the car, that's necessary. We could put oil and water in there, that's great. We could use it, drive it off. We could give it rest, okay, and we could clean it. But the very first ingredient is to make sure that everything is connected perfectly. To make sure from our body's perspective that our brain is perfectly connected with every single other cell and function in our body. If we don't have it well connected, we could be putting fuel in the car or oil in the car or water in the car, but what if we've got a leaky tank? I know I've had a leaky tank, a water tank in my car. There's no use putting water in there. You're not going to get much bang for your buck if you've got a leaky tank. So they're not the first things you would do. You wouldn't rest it, especially if we're talking about a new car, a baby for instance. You're not going to rest it. It doesn't need the rest. You're not going to clean it because it's already clean. But the most important thing is to have the car serviced, checked. Okay, that's the preventative side of health. Most people, especially in our centre, but 95% of people that see a chiropractor for the first time are coming in with symptoms. They're not coming in for the preventative check. They want the pain relief first, and then they look to going towards some spinal rehab, or if they're really into the lifestyle, then they're going to go for wellness care. If they don't want it coming back, they want to prevent it. So first of all, you need to recognise the wisest thing to do with health is to recognise that all those 6 steps are essential. We cannot take one out. So if we just say, you know what, I'm going to go on a diet. Well, look, that might be great, okay, but if you don't exercise and rest and keep yourself clean and keep your body well connected and the rest of it, you're not going to have optimal health. So then you have to ask yourself, well, what kind of health do you want? Because again, many people come in here just for pain relief. Many people come in here for spinal rehab. Most people come in here for wellness because generally speaking, even if it's like going into your common sense corner, most people know that if they came in here with headaches that they've been having for 6 years, and it might take 3 months, 6 months, 12 months in order to get progression where they can sit down and say, you know what, I don't have headaches anymore, they're not a part of my life. Most people don't want to risk they don't want to risk having headaches again. It's just like a house. Most people that clean the house, if it's say dirty and they do a spring clean, when they clean the house, most people generally say, you know what, I'm going to clean this house regularly so that I don't have to do this clean again. Most of us are like that with our health. So think about that. Think about your own health. Think about what ingredients are in your life at the moment. What of those 6 ingredients are in there? If chiropractic care is already in there, fabulous. Keep on doing that. How well are you eating? How well are you moving? How are you cleaning yourself? Probably pretty good. Are you getting rest and all the rest of it? And then next week we're going to go through the second ingredient. What is the second in sequential order? What is the second ingredient we put into the fry pan of health in order to make ourselves working at 100%? Until then, have a great week and I look forward to seeing you again next week.